everything I wanted. All it took was love subsiding, and I could have a lot of sex from ladies, but it's love I've not been finding. But women will hold a grudge till death, and that's something I do not respect. Drake dropped for all the dogs, and dog, I dogged the chick out when she wouldn't fetch. I feel like this is all that's left. Fire and brimstone.
Welcome. It's your man T Witz, artist, podcast developer, audio engineer, free thinker. I do my best to not be a gossip channel. It's what takes me so long in between videos. I like to reflect on what's been put out. I like to reconsider. I like to really make sure that what I'm putting out into the world is valuable. Because that's the last thing that a lot of content creators think about, is the value of what they're putting out. We're actually being told at this point to just put out content. If it doesn't go viral, repost it. Doesn't really matter what it is. I don't believe in that. I don't want to leave a digital footprint that doesn't lead anybody anywhere, if that makes any sense. So today, on the My Witz End podcast, hosted by yours truly, T Witz, I want to discuss the art of the algorithm. I would like to talk about how the algorithm is simply just a mirror. A mirror is a work of art. A mirror is potentially a natural way to see a reflection. It can also be created, built. Water can be a mirror. Black glass can be a mirror on your phone. Traditional glass can be a mirror. And when I say mirror, I'm talking about a reflection based on what's already being presented. A lot of people don't know that the word algorithm is very simple. It just means pattern, for lack of better sense. That's my understanding of it. It's a pattern that develops itself based on what it's seeing, based on what energy is being put towards it, put in it. There are ways to look at it, but for the most part, when you think of an algorithm, you think of consistency or lack thereof. One of the really cool things that my company, Tribe Trinity Entertainment, LLC, does is that we help artists to learn to be consistent. Not only to learn to be consistent, but then to apply consistency, to be able to create music on a regular basis, to be able to have a game plan for why it's even being put out. What product do you have? Is it valuable? Is it going to bring retention? Are people going to become fans of your music, your business, whatever solution you're presenting to the world? Once again, the algorithm is just a mirror. Everybody blames the algorithm, but really, it's reflecting what you put into it. So if you don't have success with people viewing your stuff, engaging with your stuff, it's about revamping your strategy. It's about switching things up a little bit so that you can master a system of consistency. For example, with my channel, if you are a fan of what I do, if you've been watching me for a little bit, you know that my background changes from time to time. I test out different settings over time. I see what people engage with through checking my analytics, through asking questions, seeing the motion that's being put onto my videos. Now that I'm back to my consistency, I'll be able to see that on a whole new level, and I'm excited about it. Because I can admit that I was nervous to drop videos before. I needed the right setup, I needed the right settings, I needed the right lighting, I needed the right people editing, and now I'm recognizing that I have a lot of people who tell me to put my thoughts out there, to express myself more, not just through the music. I learned to express myself through the music as a kid because I wasn't a kid that was listened to a lot. Maybe it's just the way that I spoke. Came off a little pretentious. Might still, but that's okay. This is just who I am. And I appreciate all of you who are listening and watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all of that. If this will benefit someone you know, share it with them. The algorithm It's something Tribe Trinity Entertainment is learning to take very seriously. Me and my team, we're into geographical mapping. We're into reviewing data and recognizing where people are listening to music, who's watching what videos, how much they're engaging with it, if they're skipping stuff. Paying attention to these things helps you to learn your algorithm. Because when people talk about the algorithm, they're talking about an ocean. But an ocean is made up of many different ripples of waves, creatures, scenarios, things that affect it, like the moon and its gravitational pull. Not to get all extra deep and scientific on you, but I'm really putting out there how simple the understanding of the algorithm can be. And when you take it back to the recognition of mirrors, I want to take it a step further. It not only reflects what you do, but it replicates what you do or what isn't done. For a long time, I was trying to figure out why I would put information and posts and reels out that weren't getting a whole lot of heat, that weren't getting any engagement. It's because I wasn't asking for nothing. You can put information out, you can put your thoughts out there, but if you're not making a demand, if you're not asking for something from people, how can they know what you need? How can they give you the energy that's deserved, that's wanted? A lot of artists think just by simply telling people to listen to their music, that's enough. You can do that, that's an ask. It's more of a tell, but it's an ask nonetheless. But that's just one ask. And it's a very vague and very generic ask. Hey, yo, new song drop, go check me out. It's on Spotify and iTunes. All right, great. Well, I don't listen to music on Spotify and iTunes. Is it on YouTube? Better yet, why don't you give me something first as a reason to even go check your music out? That's something I like to do. I like to offer things before I ask anyone for anything. It becomes a detriment because I don't like to ask for stuff. I like to just give. I like to offer things, especially as a business owner. Before I ask anyone to spend $1 with me, I'm trying to see what problems they may have or what solutions they may be looking for. And that's what helps me a lot. So, let's bring it back to center. The algorithm. It's a mirror. It turns your moves into a virus. One that becomes parasitic and can deplete you based on you putting out stuff that no one's engaging with because you're not demanding anything, because you're not putting an ask, because your content isn't engaging to the people who watch you, because your content isn't tailored to those people, because you don't know what kind of content you're putting out. There's a million reasons why people may not engage with what you're doing. But regardless, the algorithm creates emotion, and it says no one's listening to their music, no one's engaging with their stuff. We're not gonna put it out there. We're not gonna make it that viewable, that available. So humble yourself. When you send it to somebody to check out, ask them to leave a comment. Ask them, better yet, go to their stuff. Go on their Instagram, go on their YouTube, drop a comment, view something that they've done. Send it to them and tell them, yo, check your new song out. Give them your thoughts, whether good or bad. As long as it made you feel something, that's what matters, in my personal opinion. You give first, create an ask, be consistent in doing so. Drop good content that people like and can engage with, that relates to them, that relates to your audience. Check your analytics. Is it women watching you? Is it dudes watching you? You know what I'm saying? What age group is watching you? And then try to tailor your stuff more to them, because you've already done something right if they're watching you. You feel me? Hit that like button. Smash that like button. I appreciate y'all. You see that? That was me giving a demand, giving an ask, because that energy is gonna create more energy and get me going in the algorithm more. And the more people that engage with it, because y'all are gonna share this for me, right? I appreciate you. Share it, please, subscribe. Get that energy going for me. And once that happens, it's gonna replicate and replicate and replicate. That's why when you see some of your favorite content creators drop stuff, they automatically get those thousands of views. They automatically get that engagement because the algorithm is used to their consistency. People have engaged with them based on an ask. And they have good content. Good is subjective. They have content that makes you feel something. The algorithm is a mirror. It only reflects what we put into it. It doesn't move when we don't put anything into it. It replicates files, data. You gotta give it data. Try to give it data that's meaningful to you, that's meaningful to your listeners, to your viewers. Watch your analytics, check your analytics. And hit up Trap Trinity Entertainment, because we are really big on data. And we're big on building relationships, and we'll help you direct your message, your music, your content to the right people. Pitch your music to playlists, get it in the right spaces for the right ears to hear it. Maybe connect you with some people that can help you go on tour. But have a game plan for your music. I was once an artist that needed this advice, and I didn't know where to find it. Thank God for the internet. It changed me. And I hope it helps to change you too. Bump Music by T. Witz.
Trap Trinity.